If you're a New York Jet fan, you should be very excited. You get the quarterback, and Aaron Rodgers this offseason. It finally went through. You still don't have Quinn Williams. I don't know what's going on over there, but hopefully this negotiation will end because we all know what happened in 2010 when they were on Hard Knocks trying to renegotiate a deal with a guy named Darrelle Revis. But you should be very, very happy because it was just announced at the end of this week that the New York Jets, even though they don't want to be on it, as we heard Robert Saleh come out and said that he doesn't want cameras in the locker room following us around and pissing us off. But now you're going to get something, Woody, that you always wanted. You want to be the center of attention in the NFL when you have one of the better teams and higher rated teams in the NFL, and now you got it. Because it was announced this past week that the New York Football Jets, Gang Green, will be on Hard Knocks. I am excited because I want to see Aaron Rodgers in front of the camera. I want to see how he responds when a camera is following him around and asking him questions, where he's center stage throughout the country, where millions and millions of people are going to watch Hard Knocks really deeply because they don't know who Aaron Rodgers really is. He's been hiding for years. He played in Green Bay, one of the quietest places in the country. Cheesetown, the breweries, the Walmarts. That's where he hung out. He didn't want to hang out in front of the press or the cameras. He was quiet. And then he was hanging out in the darkness with his ayahuasca. If you're a Jet fan, you should be very excited. I'm excited because I want to see all these young players. I want to see how HBO is going to be able to contain all this talent and deliver the content that you're going to want to see as a Jet fan, as a sports fan, as an NFL fan, because there's a lot of good talent on this Jet team and a lot of different personalities in Sauce and Garrett Wilson, Aaron Rodgers and Breece Hall, and maybe another running back that could very much be available to the New York Jets. The Jets are not going to give Dalvin Cook a significant extension. If Dalvin Cook wants to play a year to prove himself, I could see the Jets giving him $10 or $11 million. They don't know if Breece Hall will play in week 1. I believe he will. Robert Saleh believes he will be. The guy is running at full speed without pads. He looks really good on the football field, as every writer has written that this kid is still very explosive after a knee injury of that significance. And we've seen guys like Adrian Peterson come back the way he did and has become the dominant force he was before he hurt himself. I am not worried about Breece Hall. I'm not worried about this running game because they have a quarterback that actually can throw the ball. If you can get Dalvin Cook on the cheap and Dalvin wants the player and you want to steal him from Miami or the Patriots just to shut those damn fans up, then do it. But don't try to dip into the cookie jar when you have not paid your big-time defensive lineman in Quinnen Williams. The guy everybody thought was going to be a star after he won Offensive Rookie of the Year has been the best player so far in minicamp OTAs, and that's Garrett Wilson. Every single writer that's been at camp says that he's by far the best player on the field. And that says a lot about what Garrett Wilson could be this year. Garrett Wilson could be a top 3 wide receiver with Aaron Rodgers throwing him the ball this year. He's that good. He's one of the best route runners already in the NFL. He had nobody throwing him the ball. He had 3 quarterbacks. All 3 of them are either retired or bench warmers right now on respectable teams. And he had over 1,000 yards. Just imagine what his numbers are going to be when Aaron Rodgers is throwing him the ball this year. For all the Jet fans out there, if there's anything to be excited for, and yes, you have Sauce, he's fantastic. And when they play one-on-one with each other, only turns them to want to play against the best because they are the best at their positions. And Aaron Rodgers makes everybody around him better. Look who he was throwing the ball to. He had this guy Dobbs, who, let's see what he does this year with Jordan Love. Jordan Love is not Aaron Rodgers. It's a different ball game when you have an elite quarterback, you have a Hall of Fame quarterback, and now you have a quarterback that's trying to fill in those shoes. Aaron Rodgers had to do it with Brett Favre, and now Jordan Love is going to have to do it for Aaron Rodgers. And we've had ex-Green Bay Packers that played with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. 2 out of the 3 has said that Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Brett Favre. So that just tells you what he is and what he stood for as a Green Bay Packer.